Okay, so today we're going to be making pancakes. We're going to be doing a double recipe, but if you want, you can just make a regular recipe. For this, you are going to be needing flour, salt, sugar, baking powder, eggs, milk, butter, and vanilla. We're going to start. If you're doing a regular recipe, you're going to be needing 1 cup of flour. But since we're doing double, we're going to be using 2 cups of flour. That's 1 cup. And that's 2 cups. Next, we are going to be needing 1 pinch of salt for the regular, or 1/4 of a teaspoon for the double. Then for the sugar, you're going to be needing 1 tablespoon, or if you're doing double, 2 tablespoons. For the baking powder or the baking soda, it's usually 1/2 teaspoon. For double, it's 1 teaspoon. So those are our dry ingredients. Now we'll mix. Now we're going to bring in our wet ingredients. For this, we're going to be needing 1 egg, or if you're doing double, 2 eggs. You're going to be needing 1.5 cups of milk, or if you're doing double, it'll be 3 cups of milk. Next, you're going to be needing 1 tablespoon of butter, or if you're doing double, 2 tablespoons of butter. So you could use a spoon to push it out, but you're going to be needing to put this butter in the microwave because it needs to melt. While we wait for that, we're going to mix these. Make sure to break the egg yolks. So if you're new to the live, we are making pancakes. Okay, now that our butter has melted, we're going to be pouring it into our bowl. And mixing it again. And for the vanilla now. For a regular, you are going to be needing 1/2 teaspoon, or for a double, you are going to be needing 1 teaspoon. And mix it. Your liquid ingredients should look like this. You have to mix. Make sure to use a more deep bowl for your wet ingredients so nothing splashes out. You don't want to see any lumps in your batter. Okay, now we're going to bring back the dry ingredients and pour them into the wet ingredients. it's going to start getting thick here since you're adding it to the dry ingredients. You're going to try to mix it until there's no more lumps, which is going to be hard. Like that. We can say that this is pretty good. Now we're going to go and start making the pancakes. Let's just mix it a little bit more. Okay, let's go make the pancakes. You're going to need to turn on the stove to medium, and you're going to need a non-stick pan. You could have a plate on the side to put your ready pancakes. You're going to need a spatula and something to take your batter. So we have our batter here. We're gonna do half the batter plain, and half of it we're going to add some chocolate chips inside, and they will melt with the batter. It's going to look burnt, but know that it's not burnt because it's just the chocolate chips. So we're gonna get started. You're gonna fill up half your spoon. I think this is a little more than half, but it's okay. And if it's a little bit too thick, like mine, you could add a little bit of milk or water. Now you're going to wait for a minute or two before flipping it. So if you see that your batter is not mixed enough, you could keep mixing it. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. It will be really hard to make it a perfect circle, but I'm starting to smell it. When you start smelling it a little, you want to make sure not to burn it. So if your batter is too thick, you could add some milk like we did here. And now we flip. And then you're going to wait for another 2 minutes or 1. Just make sure you don't burn your pancake. No one likes a burned pancake. And you're going to take it off and put it on a plate. Now let's get started with our second pancake. Now the second one might be a little bit thinner since we added milk to the batter now. But remember, if you smell the pancake burning, don't wait the whole 2 minutes before flipping it. So we're going to start flipping it now. See, this one is a little bit darker because we left it a little bit longer on the pan. So we will be making some chocolate ones, as I mentioned earlier. We're gonna make probably 2 more plain ones and then add some chocolate chips to the batter. Just check if it cooked fully on the bottom. Yes, it is. Okay, we can make 2 more regular, and then we'll add some chocolate chips to the batter. It's a little too much. So you can have pancakes usually in the morning, but during the day, if you just want a snack, you could have pancakes. Or for lunch, some people like pancakes for lunch. But it's a very popular breakfast snack or breakfast food. Anyone can eat it. Little kids, adults, anyone. Grandma, grandpa, anyone. I'll talk about the toppings when we're done making them. That one splattered a little bit, but that's okay. You can see there's like a little design here on the pancake. Kind of looks like a flower. Oh, what's happening over here? Calm down, pancake. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Wait a little bit more. Okay. Check if it cooked. Yes. That's our 3rd pancake. Let's make 1 more before we add our chocolate to the batter. Now, there's no specific size your pancakes are going to be. It depends how much batter you put each time. And there's no specific amount. Depends how much you take every time. So we're going to be using chocolate chips to add our chocolate into our batter. So we made 4 plain ones. This is going to be the 4th. And the rest of the batter is going to be chocolate. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. And flip it. Oh, no, it's so little runny. Okay, and make sure to use a non-stick pan so your pancakes don't, well, stick to the pan. You see here how it's turning golden, but some of them are a little bit darker. Let's see here if it's ready to be flipped. Yep. Okay. Now here's where things are going to change. We're going to bring back our batter that we have already made and add as many chocolate chips as you want, if you want. You don't have to add chocolate chips to your batter if you don't want to. You can just keep on going with the plain. I'm going to take this thing out. Come on, chocolate chips. Let's open that a little bit more. There. Now we can mix that up into the batter. You can't see them right now because they're inside, but when we put it on the stove, we're going to be able to see it. So let's bring it back to the stove and start making some more pancakes. So we're not going to take here a lot. So here you can see the chocolate chips starting to show up. So they are going to melt while it is on the hot stove. I think they're about ready to flip. So they're melted inside of, you can kind of see them showing up. This one's another big one. In my opinion, the chocolate ones are better. They taste good because they're melted inside of the pancake. For the plain one, you can add any topping you want, but I will talk about toppings later on. Seems about ready to flip, or we'll take off the pan. There we go, we got our first chocolate one. Hey, that kind of looks like a spider. It's got legs. Okay, next chocolate one. Put that in. Try to get all the butter so that it doesn't drip. Going to wait a few minutes. Now, some of the chocolate chips are sticking out, but that's okay because they are going to melt, I'm pretty sure, because the stove is hot. it's about ready now. Yep, seems pretty. That was a good flip. This one's a little bit lighter than the others. Compared to, for example, this one, it is lighter. But that one is a regular one. I think it's ready. Maybe a few more minutes or like a few more seconds. Make sure the chocolate is melted because you don't want to bite into a fully dried chocolate chip. Okay, I think it's ready. Put that on there. Okay, we've got a little bit more batter left. I think we can make maybe 3 more. Actually, it depends on how much batter I'm putting in the spoon. This one, the chocolate chips are kind of all in the same place, but that's okay. And remember, if you don't have this much batter, it's probably because you didn't do the double recipe that we did. But this double recipe obviously makes more pancakes because it's double the ingredients. Don't hear that much sizzling anymore. I think we can wait a little bit more before flipping. I think it's ready now. Oh yeah, it's ready. This one's very light. I'm going to flip it again after this because this side is light. Maybe a little bit more. These are smelling very good. Now let's see. I'm going to flip it one more time. And maybe another time after this because this one is just not getting cooked. So we're going to leave this one a little bit longer. This one just doesn't want to cook. I think it's because the chocolates are blocking it because they're all in the same place. Let's try to leave this one there for the full 2 minutes. So we've got a little bit of these on the pan. Take them off, clean them up after. Okay, I hope this is good. Yes, now just flip this one more time. This one it's still light, but it's cooked. The other side was still mushy. This one is pretty crunchy, I feel. Let's move that a little bit. I wanted it to cook all the way just check here. I think it needs a little bit more. We're almost done with our batter here. I think we can make like 2 or 3 more. I hear some sizzling. That means it's getting cooked. Let's see. This one is being very stubborn. This one does not want to cook all the way. Yeah, I think this one is good. Okay, let's get on with the next one. I have a feeling this is going to be a good one. There's chocolate chips a little bit everywhere. Let's wait maybe 1 more minute to see. So this one, I think this one is going to turn out better than the last one we did. But, oh, this is the last one we did, by the way, if you guys didn't get to see it. Let's flip. That cooked very nice. That's golden brown. See if it's ready. Let me just check. Maybe a little bit longer. We've made a lot of batter. I don't know if we use it all for the last one, it would be a very big one. We could make a crepe for the next one, but the batter maybe would have been thinner. We'll try the whole batter and see what happens. We could add some water to see if it can make the batter a little bit thinner to make a crepe. We're going to go back to this side to add some water into our batter. And now we'll grab our whisk and mix. This made our batter thinner, but there is chocolate chips inside, so I don't know if it's gonna work since there is chocolate chips inside. Okay, let's try. Okay. I don't know if we can use all of this at the same time. I might need some help over here to put the whole thing in. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, oh my goodness. How are we going to flip that? Oh, that is the biggest pancake I've seen in my whole entire life. This one's going to need a little bit more time to cook all the way through. This one will need a lot of time to cook all the way through. Maybe we can turn the heat up a little bit so it can cook faster. We've got lots of pancakes already over here. I don't know how I'm going to be able to flip this thing. I feel like it's going to splatter everywhere, so I'm going to ask for help. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh, that is so big. Who agrees that this is huge? It's like a jumbo version of this. Let's get another plate to fit this one in, because it is a big one. Oh my goodness. I can't do it. Let's just put it straight into the plate. Wow, that is big. Now I'm going to go over to my topping station and top one. Let's turn off the stove and take off our pan. Okay, let's go back over here and grab this. There's a bunch of tools here that we used earlier. Let's pick one pancake. I'm gonna pick a plain one and you know what, just this one. Okay, so you could, for the plain ones, or for any one, you could add some maple syrup. Oh, that was a lot. But that's okay, we can spread it right here. And add some chocolate chips on top if you want. I'm not going to put a lot here. Maybe just a couple. It's not gonna look like a piece of, like a work of art, but it's going to taste good. Some blackberries. And some strawberries. And you got a fruit pancake. Thank you so much for watching my live stream. And have some good pancakes. Bye.